All right, guys, grab a pen, jot this down. Today, I'm going to talk about the possibility of a European mishap. I think the energy policy over there is really backwards, it's upside down. The downfall right at this moment is that the cost of electricity is rising at a rapid rate, particularly because of what's happening in Ukraine and Russia. This is a serious problem. I think if you have exposure to these countries, you need to get out of it. I think if you were looking at, if you're based in the US, Canada, or another more developed country, you think about, if you invest 10, 15% of your portfolio in emerging markets, I'd get rid of that and invest in something that's alternative. In one way, crypto is the alternative because it's internet based versus, the problem with Europe and other countries, such as European countries, is they have a disconnect between fiscal and monetary policy. And this is a big problem because you don't know how they're going to operate. They all operate on a single unit of currency, the euro, and then the countries, governments decide to do something different. They operate at a different level. Germany functions differently from Great Britain, from France, from other countries. And this is not something you want to get involved with. They all have their own motives. They have different incentives. It's just not worth the headache. It's not worth picking single names unless you're an expert. Focus more on your craft, focus more domestic of wherever you are. In the US, there's abundant amount of opportunities. Even if you're in another country, US tends to have the deepest, most liquid capital markets with the best property rights, very transparent laws compared to other countries. So check it out. I think this is something you need to be aware of. I think this European downfall is going to become more prevalent this decade. I think the war with Ukraine is only the first domino, and we're going to see a lot more catastrophic areas, catastrophes happen just across the spectrum. We saw something in civil war in Iraq, and like things that are just going to start bubbling. You just never know what the next thing's going to happen. So keep it top of mind and get out of the regions where the risk is just not worth, the upside, potential upside.